Okay, I'm back. I wanted to apologize for saying that they are going after purpose. Okay. Because I guess that's one of the new keywords that you can't use, that you can't tell they are going after people. I guess I can't say that. You can't let people know that they're going after you. You know this. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, this happened all the time. See, hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil, have no fun. You know. Hey, D Griffin, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. So anyway, I just wanted to say that. See, I was going to say some things, but like I said, I'm gonna just go ahead and be good. Yeah, and like I said, I shouldn't have said that they're going after preppers. You know, because they are going after preppers. But I'm not gonna say that anymore because I just want you to know because they do this to me all the time, and I'm not even a big channel. That's the killing part. But I got something for you guys. I got some questions, and this goes back to when I was watching Cosell Trainer on Monday, and he was talking, and he said, "What if somebody come to your door and they never a prepper, and they ask you for help? What kind of food would you give them, or something like that? Or what would you give them? What would you tell them to start prepping?" See, and that was good. And I was thinking, on the other hand, if stuff did go bad, and I hope it never do. Hey, Gigi Natural Homestead, if stuff did go bad, and people would come to you and they wanted some stuff, but they were willing to trade, what would you trade? What would you barter? You know, because basically, let's say it's an economic collapse and the economy is no good, so money's no good. You know, if money's going to be like that of Venezuela, you know, you get them $200,000, that might be $2 in American money. So, what would you give them to barter? I mean, you know, I said a long time ago in one of my other videos that I would barter services, I would barter energy because I know people still have iPhones and iPads and stuff that they need to charge up. See, a lot of people think that because they got iPhones and iPads that that they just use them to make phone calls. No, you have stuff stored in those. You know, you have your music on all that stuff stored and all like I do. I got an MP3 player and I got a lot of music stored in that. And I would love to have it charged up if I was in the midst of something. You got no more TV, anything. Hey, Donna. Yeah, yes, I'm back. And Deanna, Deanna, I'm back also. Funny caught you live. Yeah, I went live today because, like I said, tomorrow's Veterans Day, and I was thanking all the veterans when I was cut off by the AI, because they know what I was gonna say. The AI, they can almost read my mind because, believe it or not, AI is not your friend, and AI is gonna be one of the most dangerous things we're gonna have to deal with down the line. But I'm not gonna say that right now. I'm not gonna talk that because they will cut me off once I start talking about the logarithm and Skynet. I would just call it Skynet. So anyway, Gigi Natural Homestead says she will barter sugar and salt. The best thing to barter would be food that can be grown, that you can regrow and produce nothing but a lot. Okay. Yeah, food is always good, but you know, if you can grow a lot, but if you were watching Ice Age Farmer today, which I did, and he was talking about that new pipeline that's going to take out what is 1,300 miles of farmland in the middle of a hunger crisis. We're going to lose 1,300 more square feet of farmland. That was crazy. That was crazy. Hey, Gardner Josh, how you doing? So like I said, what would you trade? Something they trade a can of corn with no opener for their labor. No opener. Don't give them an axe then, because they'll cut their hands off. Uh, yeah, I mean, it depends on where you at too. You know, labor is always good, but everybody's gonna be trading labor. That's one thing. You know, because that's one thing a lot of people do. Because a lot of people, like I said, nowadays doesn't have any skills. That's why I say you know how to get some skills, you'll be all right. You know. Uh-oh. I got to take this. Hold on. Hello. Okay. I already got it. Okay, because I'm on live right now. Oh no, you ain't bother me. Okay. All right, I'll see you later. All right. That wasn't a computer. That wasn't AI talking, telling me, did I get the message? No, that was somebody else. That was something else. They want to know that I get a package, and I did. I always get a package. So anyway, like I said, moderators, if you want to, you can drop the links of some people that's in here if they want you to drop their links so they can start to grow. Because, like I say, a year from now, my channel, those channels that I mentioned, that we probably won't be around because we're going to be in the middle of it. We're going to be in the middle of it because they're going to manufacture another, I'm going to say, not say a disaster, but another thing, because everything just can't be smooth. That's why we're going to say today's topic is going to be just a quiet day, because they cannot keep everything so smooth that they're going to manufacture another crisis. And I think this one is going to be the banking crisis, which I really don't want to see, because Wall Street has just been booming. It's just been booming. Buffering. Okay. Let's see. Kelly's Place, how you doing? Let's see. Life Magic Journey, how you doing? Lori Bird, how you doing? Great, yeah, how you doing? Messed that up. I'm sorry. Kind of still kind of upset because they got me so early. Usually they'll wait till I get at least 10, 15 minutes in before they shut me down. But this time they did. The last video was showing Cleveland Clinic. How was that coat during the Red Dragon? Oh, Cleveland Clinic. See, Cleveland Clinic is not just a hospital; it's a city. Let me put it to you this way: not only that's just the main campus. The main campus runs from Euclid, the street I was on, south about 3 more blocks south wide. 3 more blocks wide, and it goes continuously all the way down from that 105th Street where I made the turn, all the way down to 89th continuously. Then it stops for about 7 blocks. Then it pick up again, and it got hospitals and clinics that runs down farther. So basically, it can run all the way from 50 blocks long just on that part only. And not only that, but they also have hospitals all over the county. That's not the only one. See, what they did was they bought up all the hospitals. They bought up all the smaller hospitals. They bought them all up. And now they got hospitals all over the county. It must be, I would say, at least another 100 hospitals that they own, and they own everything. Matter of fact, that's the only place that I know had the state or county or whoever put in a freeway. They took out homes and houses just to run a freeway off of Interstate 77 to their hospital. When them exit exchanges, where they came all the way, it's not that's one road. It's like 4 blocks, four lane highway all the way to their campus. Ain't that something? Took out hundreds of houses to run a freeway to their hospital. That's how big that place is. That's how much influence there are. And not only that, the city of East Cleveland. I'm sorry, talking politics. Let me just get out the way. The city of East Cleveland was in financial difficulty once, and they offered to buy their bus line and their bus station, the whole city bus line. I mean, that's how much they wanted, because the rapid transit runs all the way to East Cleveland, and they wanted it for their hospital. They're gonna build up a whole bunch of stuff around that transit that goes straight from Tower City in the airport to their hospital. But that never happened. The city went by it, went full, but they ended up taking the city's hospital out. And now the city doesn't have a hospital because they They bought the Huron Road Hospital. They bought the hospital, promised them a clinic that would be open 24 hours a day or whatever, and that didn't happen. But that's a whole other story. That's politics and how people can get screwed over. Let's see. But that hospital is that's how come I know the influence of big pharma and money. They got it here. Let's see. Hey, Unpaved Explorer, just tell them about Cleveland Clinic, how big it is. I know you guys got some Cleveland clinics on the west side too. Let's see. I will run away playlist if you run mine. Oh, Donald Stroke Talk and DIY says she will run anybody's playlist who runs hers. Okay. Hey, Bougie Prepper, how you doing? I was wondering why it's called Cleveland. Because back when it first started 100 years ago, it had a little clinic over on 37th off of what is now Community College Avenue, which is used to be Woodland. And they had a little clinic right after the war. 100 years ago, they had a bunch of doctors started this hospital, and it was a clinic. And then it grew, and it grew, and it just kept the name, but it's no longer a clinic; it's a hospital. And they just kept the name Cleveland Clinic because everybody knew about Cleveland Clinic, and they just kept the name. So it's just a name, but it's a huge, huge hospital. I wouldn't even call it a hospital, a campus. You can go down there and get lost. But we got hospitals here. That's one thing about Cleveland. If you get sick, you can get cured. And what made Cleveland Clinic so famous is this is where all the rich sheiks and Arabs used to come to get their medical attention. That now we got over in Dubai, we got a big Cleveland Clinic hospital in Dubai. Really, because my sister-in-law, they offered her $5,000 to go over there and work for 1 year. This is a bonus plus her pay. They were trying to get some of the Cleveland Clinic people here to go over to Dubai to work at that new hospital for a year. And she didn't go, but some of them did. Yeah, but that's a whole nother story. I done got sidetracked on Cleveland Clinic. Yeah, the question was, what would you barter? I mean, everybody like to make barter videos. I did a barter video back in the day, but like I said, I would be bartering services, and I would just wonder what would everybody else be bartering if I'm doing services. Like I'm gonna charge up stuff. Like if you ever watched the Book of Eli, where Eli had his little MP3 player, he took it to the guy to have the guy charge it up for him. That's gonna be me. I mean, I'm gonna put a little sign out on top of my little house and say charging services. Because like I said, I don't have any gold or silver stocked away, so I'm gonna have to do services. What I do, that Brewer Frog say that's why everybody leaving Cleveland. Nah, everybody ain't leaving Cleveland. We a service city now. We reason everybody leaving Cleveland is because we don't pay that well like a lot of places do. We pay well, but hey, Terry, Chris, how you doing? We don't. Hey, Adam. Yeah, they pay well. Hospitals always pay well. Kiki, I grew up off of Wade Park in the 90s. Looks so different. Wade Park, man, I used to play ball over at Lee Park. Play a lot of ball at Lee Park, and I used to play ball at Thurgood Marshall. Yeah. So where those at. That's off of Wade Park, especially Thurgood Marshall. Yeah, I used to play a lot of ball over there. Matter of fact, when I grew up, I went to Wade Park Elementary School back in the 60s. Yeah. So I'm getting too far. Be careful, get a buzzword. Yeah, I done got lost in the chat here somewhere down there. Somebody says Prepper, I think it's Prepper Verners. Prepper Vet Mitchell says mustard and onions at Guardians game for hot dogs, no cost. Yeah, you can get all the stadium mustard you want. I used to go to ball game all the time, especially when it was a losing team. You go down there, just get any seat anywhere you want. They say, guys, I will barter. I will barter fresh eggs and meats in vegetables. Our boy Brock says candy, beer, and hookers. Okay. I hope you got some penicillin to go with that. I'm working to be a village healer. Oh, that's great. Medical services is always good because, a lot of people out there going to have poor hygiene. Kike says she will trade seeds on a mission. I will forge medical plants and barter those. Plus info for my books on how to. That's good because, like I say, a lot of people don't have any skills. Alaskan woodcutters in the house. I didn't see him. Hey, Wayne's Adventures, how you doing? I got 29 people in here, and I know I didn't say hello to everybody. Uncle Al said I'm buffering again. Man, I haven't even said anything bad anymore. And when I did say I didn't think it was bad, but that's okay. Getting those, don't drink your preparation H with the poly grip. Okay. Preparation H with the poly grip. And again, I would like to thank everybody that served in the U.S. military. If I missed you the first time, I know Veterans Day is coming up. And like I said, I mentioned that because of Corsair trainers, he reminded everybody that this is the U.S. Today is the day of the anniversary of the United States Marine Corps, 246 years. And I didn't want to forget that. So anyway, like I say, yeah, it's a lot of things you could barter. See, some people, like I say, they will barter water cans. It depends on how deep we go into a situation where there is no more supermarket. There is no more money coming in. Because one thing you got to worry about, and I always worry about, if the government shut down, and it seems like every 3 or 4 months we got a threat of a shutdown. Like next month in December, they're supposed to have another government shutdown, or the budget's supposed to end, because they signed a stopgap budget in December, I think, what is it, 6th or 7th, they supposed to run out of money again. Every time I start talking, I end up on talking about how bad this government is, how bad this political system is being run. I mean, it was a great idea. It's good. Everybody knows it's an experiment. But if these people can't get along in politics because they've been there 40, 50 years and they think they know everything, they need to get the, I almost say hell out, but I didn't say that. But they do need to get out. A lot of them that have been around so long, they need to get out because, see, they can't get together on anything. And I just watch when they be voting. It's funny. I don't care either way. Well, I do care, but I don't care which party's in charge. Yeah, I can't see why when they had this last vote, it was like 220 something to 209. And like I think 10 Republicans voted with the Democrats, and now they all under heat for their parties. But I'm like, why does it have to be like that? That just shows how they wanted this country to be separated. And that's crazy. They just how they showed they wanted the country to be separated. Democrats and Republicans always want to be right. But what about me? I'm not a Democrat or Republican. I'm just an independent. All I care about if you're gonna do right by me, and they not. And that's what's crazy about this whole thing. On a sad news, Kmart. I don't know if a lot of you remember Kmart. I grew up with Kmart. We didn't have Walmart, but back in the 70s and 80s and 90s, I grew up with Kmart. Kmart only had 6 stores left. They closed all the rest of their stores, and now they're down to 6. We had 10 Kmarts here. 10 that I remember going to. I used to go to the one on Lorraine Avenue. I used to go to the one in Cleveland off 152nd. I used to go to the one out in Northfield. I used to go to a lot of Kmarts. Kmarts was everywhere. Now it's nowhere. That shows you how times are changing fast. Every change in times. And a lot of people don't remember Kmart. It shows that the stores started to look bare. Yeah, they're going to look bare for a while because from what I understand, a lot of places are not getting their shipment until next week. Happy Veterans Day. Okay. Army flags that day. I put out all my Army flags and stars and stripes. Thank you. That's very admirable. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Bread, yes, I do. Kmart cafeteria has some office food special. The pretzels. I didn't eat too much in Kmart. We always had good restaurants around, but I always went there. Had a bunch of stuff at Christmas time. We followed the blue light special. Yeah, Kmart. I see a lot of you remember Kmart. Hey, Grandpa. Root and M is in the house. Man, I'm messing up these names today. I'm having so much trouble because I want to start swearing, but I don't. Usually, they say if you don't have anything good to say about something, don't say it at all. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But like I said, I want to. But like I said, they are after the channels, and I know a lot of you watch these channels like Prepper Tribe and Just Josh. They're going after them. Like I said, they going after Uncle Al, and Uncle Al's in the chat. They going after him. They about the bigger channels, how much grief they've been getting. And like I say, next year this time, they're gonna treat us like the gun channels. A lot of gun channels are gonna disappear, and a lot of the prepper channels are gonna disappear because they're blaming us. They're blaming us, preppers, for being prepared and telling everybody else to be prepared. They're blaming us for the shortage. And I don't see how they could do that. I was watching a news channel the other day. I forgot which. I wish I could remember the news channel. And they said that they had some guy on there talking about, yeah, we would have stuff if it wasn't for those guys that's hoarding all the food, those preppers. I say, what? And I was mad because I don't know what he was talking about. We're not hoarders. We're preparers. We don't want our families to be hungry. Let the other guy go hungry. Let them come to our houses trying to barter their jewelry and sell us watches. It's like like them guys be down on the street corners back in the early 60s and 70s. They had juries. You want to buy a watch or something like that. You remember those? I don't know. A lot of guys don't remember that, but I do. Oh, Woolworth, Hills, Big Wheel, Gold Circle, Best Products, Radio Shack. Oh man, those are all stores that's gone. Hey, Just Josh, how you doing? I just mentioned you. Just mentioned you in Al and stuff in the chat. Yeah, yeah, all those stores are gone. Yeah. So like I say, you miss Radio Shack. Let me tell you, I miss the commercials. They had McGarrett from Hawaii Five-O used to do those commercials because matter of fact, he was one of the owners of Radio Shack, and everything was made in Korea. Everything was made in Korea there. Yep. Or the Philippines. Nothing was made over here. That was the start of the great import. We remember James Way store. I don't remember that one. That we didn't have that in Cleveland. Let's see. Drop family gardens in the house. Right is wrong, wrong is right, an upside down world. Yeah, but we getting it. And it's like I'll say CCP and New World Order agenda. I know. We right in the middle of it because see, we are in trouble and we know it, and that's the reason why we catch so much flack. Because the New World Order and these deep state politicians and these the shadow government that's out here with your alien back agenda. Don't get me started on the aliens, but they're backed by the alien back agenda, those shape shifting lizard people that's out there controlling everything. And what we don't know is a lot of this is China. See, they went over to China because they know China got they media doesn't cover anything. They got the blackout on the media, so they can do anything and everything that they want to do, and then they'll bring it over here. They start over here, and just like with this AI, I tried to tell people a couple of years ago that they thought China was like a third world country. China's got more technology than we got, and they didn't make it themselves. They got the alien agenda over there that's helping them with their technology. That's why China is number one in drone technology. We're not. We started using it a couple of years ago doing these airstrikes, but China done had that for years. That's what they do. And if you ever seen my video about You know, the U.S. being attacked and all them drones, thousands, hundreds of thousands of drones coming out. It's like angel has fallen. You know, that's what we into. Who knows what's in those containers out there? They open one up and all these little drones come out. They don't even have to be big drones. They could be the size of a mouse like this. They could be this size, just flying around, blowing up crap. You know, I can't say that because that's one of them keywords that they'll get me for, so I'm not gonna talk about that anymore. But I'm gonna just talk about the food shortage. Everybody know about the food shortage. I shouldn't even have to tell people because for years and years and years, people have been warning people about the food shortage, and people should be ready. I mean, everybody should have. Everybody should have had stuff from years ago. They shouldn't be starting the day prepping for tomorrow. You should already have stuff, but if you're gonna start the day, start the day. I'm not gonna say don't stop. Keep going. Yeah, the Eternals are real world aliens. See, Hollywood knows the truth. Hollywood, yeah, Hollywood. Man, they come up with some stuff though. I like a whole Marvel series, but that stuff is old news. That's what's in the comic books. See, I grew up with comic books. We didn't have cable. We had 3 channels, 3, 5, and 8, and it was all black and white. You know, we had black and white TV. We had the rabbit ears antenna with the foil on it. Sometimes we had the knob that wouldn't act right, and I had to go over there and hold the knob until it got steady. You know, or the antenna. You know, I was the antenna guy. You know, but yeah, that's back in the day. We had 3, 5, and 8. I remember when they switched all TVs from what was it, analog to what it is now. They told everybody we had to get these antennas for your TV that didn't have cable. And they were paying everybody about $50 to get a box or something like that. And that was recent history. But I remember old school. I remember when food. I remember when they had penny candy. I don't know how many of you guys ever remember penny candy. Homeland Security 2018 says stores up to 6. But yeah, Homeland Security, FEMA. Yeah, store up to 6 months. But I remember when FEMA first came out, FEMA said everybody should need to have a week worth of stuff. This is funny because I can look back on this because I remember when they said this when George Bush was in office. He said, everybody, we got this new organization called FEMA. They said the new organization called FEMA under the New World Order. Because that's when he mentioned New World Order when he was talking about FEMA. And he said everybody should have at least a week worth of food put away in their house. Then they came back a couple of months and years later and say they need at least 3 months. Then they said they need 3 weeks or then a month. Now it's 6 months. Now I hear people talking about we need it up to a year. But they did say you needed to put food away because everybody know that if an emergency happened today, if you got 50 or 60 calls into 911, which call is going to be answered first? If you call them and say, look, I got a problem. I got people wandering around my area. I got strangers around here, and I need somebody because I got these people that loitering on my line, and they threatening us. I need 911. Or they go to the person and say, look, my father's heart machine stopped, and I need 911. There's going to be emergencies like that, and they're going to pick and choose which one they might come to, or they ain't going to come at all. Because they might say, I got to go home to my family because this stuff done hit the fan. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. Don't depend on the government. If you think the government is going to help you, you are your own help. You are your own help. And don't sit up there and wait for them to come and get you because they're not coming. You end up like the Superdome. Ray, yes, I remember penny candy. Tom, penny candy. Yeah, I love penny candy. Used to get that dime and go up to the store and buy me 10 pieces of candy. Sometimes the guy miscounted and give me 11. Yeah. I remember canned pops up here. Pops here, soda, where you may live at, was 10 cents. And if you got the bottle, it was 12 cents because you had a 2-cent deposit on the bottle. And I remember that. I used to get an allowance back in the day. I got a quarter. And I would go to the store and get me a bag of potato chips was 6 cents. Canned pop or soda was 10 cents. Like I said, a little small bag of potato chip was 6 cents. Can of pop was 10 cents. And then I would get the rest in penny candy. Used to get one of them little nasty necklaces you put around your neck and the candy be all over your neck. Used to get them, and then I had a nickel left for the ice cream truck. Yeah, but those were the days you could do a lot with a quarter. We got 4 loaves of bread, 4 loaves of regular sized bread for $1. You can't get that no more. You can't even get a loaf of bread for $1. I don't think you can get anything for $1 anymore when it comes to real food. Yep, that was crazy. When you determine how means you good or evil. Yeah, you know what? It's crazy out here because, like I said in one of my other videos, all purpose ain't good people. All of them ain't. And like I said, when stuff go bad, the real person is gonna come out. They're gonna show you who they are. See, a lot of people say right now that they didn't know their friend was like that. Oh, you knew they were like that. You just didn't think it was gonna happen to you. Because when something happened, it could be prepping, it could be real life, it could be anything. When somebody show you who they really are, you best believe them because that's who they are. He said, "I remember canned goods, $6 for $1." That's Adam. I remember. Sure, I remember when they were 10 for $1. I remember when you get canned goods for 10 cents a piece. I remember that. Now I don't even know what the price of its cans now because I haven't bought cans in a while. And since this crisis hit, because I already had my cans stacked up already. So I'm like crazy. So you can call me crazy. I don't mind being crazy. I love being crazy. I've been called crazy many a times. Yep. So I think I took the part of being called crazy as an award. Because back in the day, most people would mess with crazy people. Little hugs are 10 cents. Stickers say 25 cents. McDonald's hamburgers were 25 cents. Man, McDonald's hamburgers. I remember them, man. When McDonald's first came out, there were no eat-in restaurants at McDonald's. You go pick your stuff up. Well, no drive-through. You go up to them little arches and little window thing. You walk in there, you order your burgers, and you come back. My mother always got us the milkshake, the fries, and a burger. That's what we got. Milkshake, fries, and burgers. And the burgers they used to have stacked up. You go in there, they just been sitting there for like hours. And they used to grab them off the top. That's why they don't do that anymore. There's a law now so they can't have the food just sitting up there. I don't know if you guys remember when they didn't have to make your burgers. The burgers were just sitting in the stack. A lot of you do. Okay. Uncle Al say, "Welcome to the crazy club." Shady Grady say, "I'm a little crazy." Grady, I know you more than just a little crazy. You crazier than me. I think you from another dimension. I didn't want to tell you that, but I'm beginning to suspect that. I'm gonna have to get a DNA from you one day. Definitely. Let's see. I miss White Castle. Oh man, I love White Castle. We had White Castle here, man. We had 2 of them. Both of them moved, man. I used to go to White Castle, get the little small burgers. I used to like the little chicken sandwiches too. I mean, those of you don't remember White Castle burgers up to like I think 2005, it was still only like 39 cents. Still only 39 cents. White Castle, there. That brings back memories. But anyway, like I say, that's all I'm saying. Fast food has changed, and they use real burger then. They don't use real burgers now. You look at some of this meat we eat, it's not real. I mean, I used to buy that pre-processed hamburgers that was in the box. I used to buy them by the box, so when I come home from work, I can just throw them in the oven or fry them up. And I used to get all this gook that used to be on the burger. I think, what is this gook? And then, so I got to the point where I said, I can't feed this to my kids, and I can't eat this, so I stopped buying them. Now, if it ain't made right there at the store and they package, I won't buy it because I don't know what that stuff was. It was, you can just buy them. You get 12 burgers for like $5, $6 or something like that. So I don't know. Ton of filler in the meat they serve nowadays. Yeah, it's all filler. How else can McDonald's serve for 10 billion hamburgers? I mean, you know how many cows that is? Man, that's a lot of cows. 10 billion burgers. They used to be proud with 1 million served. Now, I don't know. Yeah. Shady Grace Hills burgers are made with pink fluff. I don't know what it is, but that stuff, I remember. I just don't eat it now. The mystery meat, yeah. Mystery Meat is coming. Soylent Green. Soylent Green. So if you haven't seen some of them old movies like that, you need to watch that because some of them old movies, they telling what's happening now. You know, like I say, watch RoboCop because we coming to that point where I believe this, and I don't know if I'm gonna get cut off because I'm gonna start saying some things about the rich elite. And we all know who the rich elite is, the rich corporate elites, you know, because they're making money. They're making money right now as we out here struggling. They're making a lot of money. So anyway, when things go bad, our military is not going to do what the government tell them to do to people. A lot of them are not going to do it. When they tell them go in there and take these people farms and these people land and this stuff like that, because one man gonna say so, or one committee, because they're gonna eliminate the government, they're not gonna do it. They're gonna disband the military. And what they're gonna do is, and like they already got it set up in China, they got these drones and these robots that are gonna come in. And you don't need a 1,000,000-man army when you got 1,000,000 robots. People say, oh, they can now make 1,000,000 robots. They got, you know what? They got this stuff already. And I'm not lying. They got this stuff already. They don't need 1,000,000 super robots. You know, they just mean like you ever see Star Wars episode 1, the one I hate with Jar Jar Binks in it? You know, that's the bad one. And they had them little robots with the little heads on it, and they would just walk around, they were just shooting stuff. They got those, and they had one super computer controlling them, and that's what they're gonna have. They're gonna have like robot walking animated drones, and then they're gonna have the super robots out there that could do 10, 20, 30 things like an Arnold Schwarzenegger type. But they got this, and all of this is coming to your neighborhood soon. And this just waiting. They just waiting because they got the money. They got the money. You know what? It's crazy because I was amazed when I found out how much they paid to build an airplane. You know what I mean? I thought it was in the millions. Oh boy, it's in the hundreds of millions. And then you can afford to build one airplane for several $100 million. How many of those little robots can you build? And that won't even touch their wealth. That won't even touch their wealth when they got hundreds of billions of dollars. When we talk about hundreds of $1,000,000, that's why they pay these athletes 70, $80 million, you know, over 3 or 4 years. That ain't nothing to them. 70 to me, it'll be a lifetime of wealth over 10 times. But see, to them, it's nothing. And this is what they got, and this is what we're gonna have to deal with. And it's coming down the pike soon. Somebody said something about spam. They better not mess with spam. Can't what was delicious. You be lucky to eat spam when all this come down. And I'm not preaching doom and gloom because it's out there. They got this facial recognition. They got all this stuff out here right now, and all they need to do is just get their organization in office where they want it, how they want it, and so they can tell us it's for the good of the people. When anytime, and I mean anytime, that a politician or anybody tell you that it's for the good of the people, run. Run, lock yourself up in a place where they can't get to you. Because when they say that, it ain't for the good of you. It's for the good of them. You in trouble. And I would just say that. Now see, I don't want to have them come and cut me off because see, they'd be coming in and they'd be knocking my channel off. I'm gonna talk about maybe another 20 minutes because hey, 55JH556, how you doing? Yeah, you're right. You're right, Donna. Donna says Meta with AI, which is new Facebook, is going to create more zombies stuck in their virtual games and reality. They gearing the people now. They gearing the people now. Don't get me wrong. I like Call of Duty. You know, it's good. I like Call of Duty. I enjoy Call of Duty. But they got all these other games like Call of Duty, Fortnite, all of them. And every year they come out with they say would come out with a new console, a new gaming system that's even more is more better than the other ones. And people Your kids come home from school and they'll sit there for hours, zoned out in that game. And that's the younger generation. We are all being mind controlled, and we don't actually know what kind of subliminal messages are in those things. I got my grandson. He come home, he grabbed his tablet. You know, he's 4 years old. He grabbed his tablet and he'll sit there and he'll watch his tablet for hours. You know, I when I watched him on a daily basis, I make him go over there play with his toys. He would play with his toys. House would be full of toys. There are toys everywhere. But now he comes home, he wants to get that tablet. And I'm thinking, man, they controlling him, and they controlling his mind, and they controlling all our kids. They get this younger generation. You know, I ain't gonna even say nothing about the vaccine or the shot because you know how that goes. You know, is this stuff helping it along? I don't know. Nobody knows. And like I said, I wanted to have a quiet day video. I was gonna say quiet day. That was gonna be the title of this video, but then they sort of ticked me off early, and I can't, and I'm not gonna shut up. Yep, I'm not gonna shut up. So they can do what they want today. They can cut me off. So when they cut me off, I'm gonna just leave it at that, and I'm gonna go on about my business. Hey, Grandpa, Big Al, spread the word. The Browns versus the Patriots on Sunday. Yes, the Browns playing the Patriots on Sunday. We won't have our running game. No Nick Chubb, no Felton. They got COVID. So but they did get shot. So unless a miracle happens, we have no running game against Belichick. So we'll see how that works out Sunday. I'll be dressed in my Browns jerseys as usual, yelling and screaming at the team. You know, I don't throw things at the TV because I paid for it. I don't want to break my TV. You know, maybe when I was younger, I probably throw something at it, but I don't do that no more. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, the Browns Patriots Sunday. So, like I said, I'd like to thank all the veterans out there and happy birthday to the Marine Corps. But we're gonna have issues out here because, like I said, they're trying to create a new crisis. You know, we don't have enough crisis that they're gonna create a new crisis. And they just right now it's the low. You know, like I say, next month they're gonna be all over TV. Oh, the budget crisis, the budget crisis. They can't agree on this budget crisis. Oh, we gonna run out of money. We gonna starve. Everybody gonna have to start working for free and all this stuff. They just waiting right now. They talking about all these trials and stuff going on. You know, yeah. Hold up, let me catch my breath. I ain't gonna say I hate TV. I ain't gonna say I hate the news because only news I watch is really I watch Lester Holt. Here Channel 3 is NBC, and I watch Lester Holt. I watch him. I don't like watching my local TV because it seems like every day everybody's dying in Cleveland. We all getting shot up every day. I mean, they sensationalize it. I mean, you know, we have our issues. Like every big city that got a couple of 100,000 people here, you're gonna have people like that. You're gonna have stuff like that. When more people, more problems. But shoot, I get to the point where man, I don't like to turn the TV on. But that's what can you say? Homeschool it matters understood for 2020. Yeah, I would love to be able to homeschool. Well, you're lucky, bro. You know what? I got a Bernie Kosar jersey. I don't wear it. I only wear it if I go somebody's place or somebody's house. Yeah, I want to keep it nice and neat and clean. Yeah, but I wear my old Braylon Network jersey, which looked like a Brian Sipe jersey, but I wear that one. Let's see. I have to go. Grandkids come on. I understand. When I used to watch my grandkids, they used to get here, and I used to be in the middle of something on live. I would stop, go take care of him. Yep, gotta take care of your kids. My son 10 for day one. Yep. So we gotta make sure we take care of our kids. That's why I prep. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I'll be thinking, man, do I have enough of this or do I have enough of that? Because see, I don't really go out to the stores too much. You know, I don't like being around that many people. You know, in these stores because there's a lot of people, and I let her go shopping and she'll buy stuff. And I be wondering, do I have enough of this? Or do I have enough of that? Do I need some more chicken broth? Or do I need some more rice? Do I need some more pasta? You know, stuff, you know, the other stuff I go out and get, like the propane and stuff like that. But I mean, you always wonder, do you have enough? And if you wonder, do you have enough? You don't have enough, or you wouldn't be thinking if you needed enough. You know, you don't never think, do I have too much? You always think, do I have enough? So if you're thinking that you don't have enough, then you probably don't. That's what I'm thinking. I don't have enough ammo. I don't have enough ammo, and I know that, but I need to get some. But I'm trying to wait on the prices, and the prices been going down, but I still can't force myself to go out and buy something that costs half of what it is now. But it was for 4 times earlier. And everybody that got guns and go out and shoot, you know what I'm talking about. Man, they gouged us. They gouged us. And then the government says no more steel ammo. No more steel cased ammo. Those of you who go shooting, you know what I'm talking about. I wake up thinking the same thing all the time. Yeah, like great minds think alike. Yeah, Drop Family say he can fairly find ammo I need. Yeah, I can find it, but it's not affordable. Hey, Ginger Ninja, welcome to the chat. Donna say keep focusing on RB Trail Rice House and reporting it the Instagram way. Yeah, so like I say, it's crazy out here. It is very crazy out here. And like I say, when they come up, and this like I say, it's not a checker game. It's not they're gonna move real fast and in the game. It's the long game. It's a chess game. And when they make their move, they're gonna make their move where it cannot be changed. Like right now, life as we know it is never gonna be the same again. It will never be the same. Everybody gonna say we're gonna get back to normal. Look out the window. This is the new normal. Life is never gonna be the change. Every year they're gonna come up with some kind of new whatever out here that you can't do this, you can't do that. You need to be mandated this, you need to be mandated that. I mean, every year, it is gonna be the way it is. And this is the new. This is the new. So you just get used to it. People say it's gonna go back. No, they played that long game, and now they almost finished with their long game. Now all they need now is to control the food and water, and they working on the food. Like I say, that CEO, not the CEO, the owner of one of them Impossible Food, one of them Impossible Meat, says in 5 years, that everybody's gonna be eating their product. Nobody's gonna be eating regular meat. Nobody's gonna eat that anymore. You know, they already started with the deer scare a couple of months ago, saying the deer got this and the deer got that, you know, and now they saying that most of the animals in the forest are infected, this and that. I mean, they starting already. So those who like to go wild boar hunting and stuff like that, they tell you to watch what you eat. You can't eat wild meat anymore. You know, so some places talking about making it illegal. Some places saying that you can't grow a garden unless you pass a constitutional amendment. I mean, it's coming and it's here and it's getting scary, you know. But what can you do? And I'm gonna tell you another thing that a lot of you don't know is that they are taking people land. You know, they always did take land, but not at the rate they taking it. You know, not only what Ice Age Farmer was saying about the pipeline situation, but they've been taking people property here. You know, they see the only thing you can't get more of, or the only thing you can't create more of is land. And I tell people this: if you don't own land, you need to buy some land. If you don't own your own property, you need to buy your own property. I mean, whatever you got is gonna be yours. I mean, unless you let them take it away from you, they trying to do that. Like here, they trying to make sure that they take it here, you know. But this is regentrification here, something totally different. They willing to pay you a little bit more for your property so they could charge twice as more down the line because they building and all that stuff here. But that's a whole nother story. But anyway, like I say, you're going to be in trouble. We are going to be in trouble because let's face it, we got more people than we got spaces. I mean, once they start making people move out of the city, and they will start making people move out of the city. Once the city get to a point where they can't feed the people, then they're gonna relocate the people. I'm not gonna say they're gonna relocate people into FEMA camp because they done hooked. They got hip to that. They done got hip to that thing where they don't want to put FEMA on anything. They don't want to call it anything got to do with FEMA. They don't call it refugee camps either, but they're gonna call it something that gonna make it seem like it's good for the people. And we go again, good for the people. And they're gonna come up there and they're gonna say, look, you got 400,000 people in New York City that's homeless, that's starving, that's living on the street. We got buses out here that could take them to a new location, to the Emerald City, like in the Wizard of Oz. You know, they got these people singing and dancing like munchkins. We're gonna take them to the Emerald City and we're gonna get them job training, we're gonna put them to work, and we're gonna have a good time with these people. It's like the old WPA program that FDR started. We're gonna take all this manpower and you're gonna go over there, we're gonna redoctrinate them into the society. Mm. Yep. And I see that coming. I see that coming. And like I say, and they're going to enforce this. You can never make changes without enforcement. You know, you got to have some kind of military power to back it up. And theirs is going to be controlled by AI. Skynet. Skynet going to make the changes. Kind of like that one movie I seen, that RoboCop movie, when OCP wanted to build that super city in Detroit. And they were going to make everybody in that one community move. And they sent this private military army in there. They were fighting the police corps and the RoboCops, and they wanted to make them all move. That's what it's going to be. Corporate police, and it's coming. The Terminator, yeah. They might send a Terminator back in time to come and get me. They ain't gonna be looking for John Connor. Are you ready? Are you ready? Bump me off. Yeah, they've been telling us all these movies for decades now. Yep, some of the movies tell the truth. Sell everything and move to Antarctic. Nah, Antarctic. It's cold up there. Besides, you can't buy private land in the Arctic. Yeah, now that you can't buy private land because it's like, I think it's like 3 countries claim the Arctic Circle. Us, Russia, and some other country. They claim the Arctic Circle, so they're not. No, you can't do any living in the Arctic Circle. Hi, Ginger. Let's see. Okay, well, look here. It's almost about another 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna call it quits because they haven't jacked me for talking about AI, but I know they will somewhere down the line. They say, I'll say it's China got that, yeah. But see, like I said, pretty soon we all gonna have to be re-indoctrinated. We all have to start learning Chinese, Mandarin, or whatever it is, because when they get this UBI, and I'm gonna keep telling you about the UBI, because people, and I'm gonna tell you, I done worked around a lot of people, and I've known a lot of people, and I've seen a lot of people, and only thing to make people mad is money. I've seen people go berserk because they don't have money, and with the government control you, they're gonna say the only way you gonna get money is to follow our rules, and we're gonna put you on this program. You're gonna get the universal basic income, and then everybody's gonna be happy. You know, everybody gonna be like the Munchkins. They gonna be singing a song, la 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 la. So yeah, and then you be like a mindless zombie. You'll be like a mindless zombie. You'll be at the wheel of the government, and the government say, "Well, look good. This month we're not gonna send you any money." And then to watch how many people faint, heart attacks, stuff like that. But that's what they do. You know, they've been tricking us for years, and they're gonna continue to trick us. You know, don't get me wrong. See, I'm on a government-based income. You know, yeah, I seen that. I seen that unpaid with floor. I seen that. Like I say, so they say they don't send no more money out. I say, I'm good for a while anyway, until y'all wake up and stop acting crazy. But that's the way it is, because they tell us we got to pay into Social Security, and that when we get old, that we can get that money back. And then when you try to get your money back that you put in, that they tax you for and put in that system, they tell you like, well, you can't have none because we might not have none for the people of next year, for the people the year after that. And that's the way it goes. People, you ask them right now, if you ask the politician the question, do we have enough Social Security for the next generation? You know what they're going to say? No. And then you can ask them how they're going to fix that system. They can't tell you. So, like I say, it's gonna be crazy. The zombies are already out everywhere. You're right. I go to the local gas station to get gas. I don't understand it. They same zombies. Ain't nobody got rid of these zombies yet. Same zombies out there all the time. Standing around the gas station. Now the older gas station got it to the point where they don't ask people for money. They just stick their hand out because they be watching through the window to see if the guy mouth move. I give them money every now and then, but I just go in and get my newspaper. You put money in my tank, get a lottery ticket, and I'm gone. Let's see. Sorry I'm late. Been a busy day. The running there to stop it. You know what? I understand. It seems like lately I can't catch up with my videos. I've been watching a lot of TV, a lot of stuff, trying to catch up on stuff I recorded on my DVR or whatever it is. And I've been trying to catch up with that. And I've been trying to catch up with my videos, watching videos. It's just been crazy. I'm gonna catch up. I want to catch up before all the Christmas movies come out, because my wife been watching Christmas movies every day. She one of them people that will watch a Christmas movie in the summer all the time if she had her way. But she watched Christmas movies all the time. Christmas starts for her as soon as October hit. She started watching Christmas movies. Yep, she does. Hallmark Channel all the time. I watch them with her, so I guess I'm guilty too. Purpose Betterness says society will become further segregated. Tribalism gains culture will be huge threat to cohesion. Yeah. Yes, you are right. You are right, Purpose Betterness, because it's already like that. See, I'm gonna tell you the one place I wouldn't want to be, and I know I'm pissing a lot of people off, is California. I wouldn't want to be in California because y'all gonna catch it. You got organized gangs. We got gangs here, but we don't have 50,000 members. You got organized gangs there that are backed by the cartel. And the cartel would love to take over California. They got more. The cartel run Mexico. Y'all think I'm joking? But the cartel runs South America, Mexico, and all them other countries. You can do what you want to. You can say we took out this leader, took out that leader, but these people are running things in South America and in Mexico. And then they would love to get their hands on California. And you think things go bad, don't you think what do you see about 40, 50,000 organized gang members through the cartel coming through your neighborhoods? And that's going to happen. I see that now because they can. It's going to be cartel country. It's going to be like, what was that movie I seen? I just forgot it too. Oh, well, anyway, they had the country split up into like 4 sections. This was like gang territory. This was another gang territory. And this was a gang territory. And this was the wasteland territory. And they had the country split up into 4 territories, and you couldn't go nowhere without running into one of them gangs. And that's how it's going to be. While all our leaders and our rich people in New Zealand in their bunkers, and in Greenland in their bunkers, and all these people who just watching America burn, and they're going to come down and scrape up the ashes. They're going to come down and buy all what's left. And they're going to redo America in their image and the way they think it should be. We're going to have kings and queens, dukes and barons. And I see it coming. I'm not a prophet, but I see it coming, because that's the only way this country will be able to survive. This continent, I should say. Ninja says Hunger Game had 12 districts. Yeah, that's the way that FEMA got to split up too. If you really want to know, FEMA got to split up like that. The emergency management organization we got, they got different districts, FEMA districts. Yeah, they do. I seen the map. Yeah. Yeah, the leaders have bunkers in many places. Yeah, they had some up in but I don't know what they did with those. I think they moved them. I think that's when they decided to go to Greenland, because they Greenland, Iceland, and New Zealand. I guess they got a thing about land, and they all over. They just didn't put all their eggs in one basket. So, but they got all their private jets and stuff ready. So if stuff go bad, they can go. They got their own personal elite bodyguards and stuff like that. And this is not going to be pretty for the rest of us because, like I said, our rats usually jump ship when the ship starts to sink, and most of these rats already got their places set up. We're not talking Tom and Jerry. We talking about these old big rats. So anyway, that's about all I really wanted to talk about. I didn't really have too much to talk about. I'm gonna try to catch up on some of this chats. How about witches and warlocks rather than kings and queens? Yeah, demonic. Yeah, it's all gonna be demonic because we're gonna go back to the time of the Inquisition. Yep, if they have their way, with Harry and Andrew. Oh, that's the king and queen of England. The future kings of England. Yeah, supposedly. But it's funny because according to history, that is not the original bloodline. But I don't want to get into that. That is not the original bloodline. The last original bloodline was the Merovingians. And then they got killed off, and then all these other bloodlines started to come about. And that was supposed to be tied to let me see. That's supposed to be tied to the King of France. France and England, they're all related. Germany, Norway, England, France, Spain, they're all related. They all related. In Russia, they all had bloodlines tied to one another. So, but that's a whole other story. We don't really want to get into that because that could take you hours to try to explain all that stuff that was going on like Scotland and all them. I got my king. They can ever replace the Most High. There you go. You know what, Ginger Ninja? They're gonna try. They're gonna try to rewrite the Bible. They guess one thing they do. See, if history is always written by the victor. All of history books are always written by the victor. And then what they want to is stuff happen and our children, and our grandchildren don't know, they can come in and add 3 or 4, 5 more books to the original Bible. We wouldn't even know. We'll be gone. And they would say, oh, during the so-and-so era, the heavens came down and this and that and the other. And then this guy came forth who is the Antichrist, who's supposed to be prophesied coming. And they add him into the book and he's going to rewrite the Bible saying this is a new chapter. And, it's just crazy. And you watch. History is always written by the victor. If you lose, you don't have nothing to say. The biggest threat right now is supply chain from China. Serious red flag. Yeah, ain't that funny? And we did this to ourselves. And I don't know why we don't start in this last infrastructure bill. Why did we start putting money into building new manufacturing factories here, building new car plants here, building this in here? But we gonna build bridges for roads. We don't gonna have no cars to travel on. But that's a whole other stuff. I seen the whole thing they're gonna be building. But anyway, why if we wasn't so self-sufficient on China, we be building stuff here. But these rich corporate elites wanted to save money, so they send all our industries overseas. When they making $8 a month, we were making $8 an hour. So now we're coming back to bite us in the, I almost said ass, coming back to bite us in the butt. But then it's not too late. If our government was wise, we'll start having more stuff built, start more machinist classes, teach kids how to make stuff, teach them how to weld again, teach them how to work a screwdriver, you know what I mean? And the funny thing, my wife asked me the other day, this was Sunday, usually we get a paper, and the Sunday's paper, we have all these ads for the brand new cars that's coming out. Wasn't one in there. because most of the new cars can't get these chips. And then I was telling them that they ain't gonna make no difference anymore because they say by 2030 they want everybody to have electric cars. You see, every time you turn on, next time you watching TV, you watch a commercial, see if that car is electric or not. And they would tell you there are electric cars because of the infrastructure bill. It contains $7 billion, $7 million. What was $7 billion? Might be $7 billion. It was a big amount of money for 43,000 new electronic fueling stations. 43,000 electronic fueling stations are in the infrastructure bill. In case you didn't know it, in case you wonder how they're gonna take care of all these electronic cars, and that's what it is. So once they start popping up everywhere, you can expect the car manufacturers to stop making gas powered cars at all. So gas prices gonna keep rising because they're gonna try to keep up and make their money now because they ain't gonna make no money later except when we go get gas for our lawnmowers. And then they might come up and say you gotta have all electric lawnmowers and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, that's something you need to watch because once they start putting up electronic fuel stations all around the world, all around America, 43,000 of them, they're gonna actually cut into the profits of these oil people, and you know how oil people are. They don't care about you. They're vindictive. They're gonna raise the price of oil on everything to make up for that money that they lost. I'm gonna give you a perfect example: cigarettes. Cigarettes ain't losing no money. Every time something happens, the price of a cigarette goes up. Price of a pack of cigarettes goes up. And I know a lot of you that smoke remember when you can get a pack of cigarettes for a quarter. I think it costs about what, $9 or something like that for a pack. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna pass it off to the consumers. That's what they're gonna do, and that's what they're gonna do with this oil. Okay, look, I done talked a little bit longer than I was gonna talk. So I would like to thank all my moderators for putting a lot of people's channels up for me. And I'd like to thank you guys. And like I said, once again, I'd like to thank our military veterans and everybody in the military for their support, because without you, America wouldn't be America. We'll be worse. We'd be like Argentina and all of other third world countries down there. Okay, cigarettes have no. Was that 12 pounds? 12 pounds. Okay, that's the English money. Whoa, man, that's like shit. That's like $14 American money. Later. Okay, well, I will see you guys later. And I'd like to thank everybody for showing up.